Springing to football, FIU showcasing the team ahead of the new college football season.
We take a wide look at the playoff picture for two South Florida teams that are running it back after finals appearances last season.
And baseball taking place over the weekend as FIU hosted Wofford. All of this and more on the Sideline. Hello, South Florida, and welcome to the Sideline, the place where you get all the highlights for your South Florida teams. I'm Nicolette Esper.
And I'm Nicole Minot, and the Sideline starts now.
Spring football is in session, and the FIU Panthers offered a preview for the upcoming college football season with a spring training display.
Sideline's Kenneth Bueno has more on the showcase at home.
The itch for April football is finally getting its scratch from the claw of a Panther as FIU took the gridiron for the spring football showcase ahead of the 2024-25 college football season. The night featured several drills on display for the fans, culminating a month-long tenure of training, all analyzed by the captain of the ship, third-year head coach Mike McIntyre. Over the stretch, Coach Mack emphasized the tough mentality and grit heading into the showcase.
That's what we got. We different. We got grit. We've been preaching we over me, elevate as a team, grit, push through whatever is put in front of you. Like, that's what we're taught, and that's what we're going to bring that to the 2024 season.
While 30 new student athletes took the field for the Panthers, 80 players on the roster are running it back. This includes sophomore quarterback Kewan Jenkins, who looks to follow his rookie campaign where he threw for 2,414 yards.
It means a lot to me, knowing that people paying attention and, the school supports me. And also, I want to give kudos to my offensive line. Without them, nothing is possible. And I'm just thankful, all glory be to God.
But the spotlight landed too on family, where relatives came out to support the Stars on the gridiron for the showcase, like offensive lineman Ming Tajan and his father, Philip.
Oh, I'm just proud of him. I try to be cool, but, emotion is always there.
After tonight, the Panthers will have to wait it out before they kick off their first game of the new season on the road versus the Indiana Hoosiers on August 31st. Reporting from FIU Stadium, Kenneth Bueno, Caplin News.
Golf's biggest tournament, the Masters, wrapped up this weekend as Scottie Scheffler won his second green jacket in 3 years. After day one, where Scheffler shot a 66, he shot 4 under on the last 9 holes, including 6 birdies to secure the win. He is the 5th golfer since 1990 to win the Masters while being ranked as the #1 golfer in the world.
Arrowhead Stadium hosted Inter Miami and the 4th largest standalone crowd in MLS history on Saturday. The Lionel Messi effect took over Kansas City, and he gave the fans what they came to see. The game was back and forth as both teams traded goals, but Messi and Luis Suarez each put one in the back of the net to help Inter Miami take down Sporting KC 3-2. Miami sits atop the Eastern Conference, and they will face a struggling Nashville team at home on Saturday.
The more things change, the more they stay the same, as after closing out its season with a win against the Raptors yesterday, the Heat find itself in the play-in tournament for the 2nd year in a row. Miami handled business at home. 7 players scored over double figures, with the final score being Raptors 103, Heat 118. The Heat will face the 76ers in the first round of the play-in on Wednesday, with the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference at stake.
The Panthers clinched home ice over the weekend with their win against the Buffalo Sabres. Both teams nailed in 2 goals in the first and remained at a stalemate until overtime. Sam Reinhart would once again be the hero of the evening, scoring the game-winning goal off a stolen puck from Alexander Barkov. The final score was Sabres 2, Panthers 3. The Panthers will close out their season against the Toronto Maple Leafs on Tuesday, with the top spot in the Atlantic Division still up for grabs.
It's time for the playoffs, and we have Sidelines analyst Anthony Cruz here to talk about the Heat. facing the 76ers this week. They just secured the 8th seed after playing the Raptors. So, hi Anthony, welcome.
Hello, thank you. So the key to this team and the playoffs in general in this matchup will be offense, because especially facing off against Embiid and Maxey, who, they've looked the most dynamic offensively that they've ever in this season. So if you drop on them, you leave Maxey space to score. If you switch on them, then obviously you're leaving someone smaller on Embiid. And if you don't, and the key thing that Embiid has added to his arsenal, if you double him, he can pass and find the open cutter. He's very much improved as a passer. So the key to the Heat is their offense, is fluidity. I, as an analyst, cannot just sit here and tell you that Jimmy Butler's going to explode and turn into Michael Jordan again. But there have been some very good things that the Heat have been doing in Spurs, right? So Duncan Robinson, when he comes back, you running those actions, the flare screens, the DHOs with Bam, that'll be very important. Running those ghost screens in order to get the Heat offense moving. The Hero Bam two-man, it's great because they're probably going to play the Sixers are going to play the Heat high, right? Because Embiid could go in, Bam can slip off of the attention that Hero gets, and Jimmy needs to drive and cut the shooters, forcing mismatches. That's how he gets easy offense. The key to this must be easy offense, right? The high-low actions that Niko Jovic has been running with Bam. Easy offense, attack inside, force mismatches, and create your jump shots from there. Yeah. I don't think you're going to turn into a 40% three-point shooting team, so just, again, create open jumpers, and that gives you the best chance of scoring.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we have also, talking about that, we have the Panthers, who are starting the division champions, not yet, but they could possibly secure it. They face the Raptors. Not the Raptors, I'm sorry. The Sabres.
They just faced the Sabres. They just faced the Sabres. They're facing the Maple Leafs on Tuesday, and the Atlantic Division's up for grabs, like you said earlier.
Yes,
and again, the Panthers have had a rough time going the second half of the season. But again, what I look for in a team is playoff-like qualities, and that is defense. And if you're able to deliver in crunch time, I think the Panthers are going to need to hold it down defensively. Barkov, Bobrovsky, it starts there. You saw it on the play that you described. Bobrovsky stole the puck, Barkov stole the puck, and Reinhart scored right in. So that is the key. And also, again, crunch time. I know the Panthers haven't been able to exactly execute as much as they've done before in crunch time, but hey, no one has more experience than them in the clutch, so they need to take cardiac cap form in the playoffs, and that'll get them through.
Right. Absolutely. We're going to head over to our next segment, which is our biggest wins and L's. We love this segment. If you want to start us off.
Yeah, I would say that my biggest dub would have to be Inter Miami. We haven't been playing too good ever since Messi was injured, and I think now that he's back, we won 3-2 against Kansas City, and he had incredible assists with Luis Suarez and Diego Gomez, so we're back, baby, running business as we should. What's your biggest dub?
My biggest dub will go to Chet Holmgren of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Unfortunately, his rookie campaign was missed entirely because of an injury he suffered in the summer leading up to it. But now he got to play 82 games, and he got to be the lead anchor of the #1 team in the Western Conference in the Oklahoma City Thunder. So, again, a great come up, and he has a great career coming ahead of him.
Love that. My biggest win for this week is going to be that the hockey playoffs are back. I am so excited. The Rangers, as we know I'm a New York Rangers fan always. They play the Senators tonight. I'm so excited for the Florida Panthers and the Maple Leafs game on Tuesday. And then I'm excited to see the Panthers and the Rangers. I want to see them up against each other. I can't wait for it. Biggest Al, Nicole?
Ooh, okay. I would say UFC 300 main card, Charles Oliveira. He had more submissions, I would say, but against Armon, he just lost it. I mean, he was really awesome last year's UFC main card, and this year he just didn't do as good, and Armon had more strikeouts and touchdowns for sure. So.
Well, my big goal will go to a heavyweight, but in the Western Conference of the NBA, the Denver Nuggets looked like they had the #1 seed in the bag when they beat the Minnesota Timberwolves on Wednesday, but unfortunately, Devontae Graham, the Denver Nuggets will not have a home court advantage when they reach the Western Conference Finals because Devontae Graham of the San Antonio Spurs, who are at the bottom of the Western Conference, hit a game winner to take away their chances at the #1 seed.
Wow. Yeah. My biggest L is Tiger Woods. He played in the Masters. He had his career worst. He had a 16 over 304 in the 72-hole total. This was his first major championship since 2022 after he had a bad car wreck in 2021. I mean, you know, I guess we could always say that the greatest aren't always perfect.
Yeah.
Not even the greats are always perfect.
Right.
But we have to go to break, but here's what's next on the sideline.
My goal here is to try to get as many wins as I can and, you know, keep the boys rolling. I'm doing impressive right now in conference. I'm excited to see where we finish up.
Trying to muzzle the Terriers, the FIU Panthers closing out their series against Wofford at home. We'll take a timeout and be back in a moment.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health.
As the college baseball season enters the home stretch, FIU went head-to-head with Southern Conference opponent Wofford in a 3-game series.
Sideline's Benjamin Cure was on the field with more.
Here at FIU, the baseball diamond is where dreams are forged and legends are made. And among those carving his name into the history books of Panther baseball is Ryan Gita, a standout senior whose skill and determination could earn him a spot in the major leagues.
My goal here is to try to get as many wins as I can and, you know, keep the boys rolling. You know, doing impressive right now in conference. I'm excited to see where we finish up. I could definitely, you know, bring somebody that's going to bring it to the ballpark every single day. You know, I definitely care, and, you know, I'm somebody that's super excited to help an organization win as many games as possible.
Yeah! Get down, yeah! All right!
I think Ryan can make it to the highest levels because he likes to be successful, but he doesn't live for it. He's a team guy. He's a guy that will always have your back, and he'll always encourage you and give you that credit when you do well. And I think he's kind of a guy that, you know, if you had to have a best friend, he's the guy you want, because he's my best friend.
You know, I want to keep playing as long as I can. You know, it's a realistic opportunity. It's something that, you know, I worry about it later. Right now, I'm just worried about the season as far as taking it one day at a time and get as many wins as we can. So with that, you know, I'm excited for what the future holds, but just trying to take it one day at a time.
He's a real team guy. He loves the team. He loves his coaches. He's not one for individual accolades as far as bragging, but he feels really good about everything that's happened. It's just been amazing. We're really proud of him.
As the season unfolds, Ryan's commitment to excellence remains unwavering, his eye firmly set on the future, one swing at a time. Reporting for Caplin News, I'm Benjamin Cure.
All right, now for today's game picks. Let's talk about the Marlins versus the San Francisco Giants. What do you think, Nikki?
I think, you know, Giants are 6-10. The Marlins have been 3-13 right now. Giants definitely have this a full sweep.
Yeah,
100%.
I agree. The Marlins, I'm sorry, it's not looking too good.
Not looking great anyway. Another Florida team that is looking good is the Panthers. They face the Toronto Maple Leafs tomorrow. I'm excited to see this matchup. I think this is going to be a really great matchup. I'm going to take the Florida Panthers on this one, though.
Okay, I'm going to take the Maple Leafs on this one because I think that, you know, they have a shot of beating us. So, yeah. Now for the Inter-Miami game versus Nashville. What do you think?
I think Nashville looks good. They've taken most of the leads in the games that they've played in the past versus Miami. So I'm going to take Nashville on the win.
I'm going to take Nashville as well.
We also have one last game, which is the NBA play-in tournament. Number 8, Miami Heat at number 7, Philadelphia 76ers. I'm excited for this matchup. I think the 76ers are definitely taking this. How
Yeah,
about
I'm
you?
going to have to take the 76ers as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a reminder that if you want to keep up with fun segments and more from our crew, you can follow our Instagram for all things Sideline. Follow us at sideline.caplin. That's it for today. I'm Nicolette Esper.
And I'm Nicole Minot. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week on The Sideline.